Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you have not so already, be sure to check me out on Instagram. I'll have that link down in the description. That'll just make sure you stay up to date with everything going on. Don't miss out on anything. Going to be a quick video. This isn't going to be a super informative video. This is just a breakdown of how I've got my stuff stored. So kind of my gun box or war box or whatever title you want to put on it. Not sure what this video is titled, but you get the gist of it. You saw a little picture of it in the thumbnail, so you kind of know what we're talking about. This is the Plano. It's a 108 quart tote. You can pick them up for about 50 bucks. They come empty, and then you'll see on the inside I've got mine cut with some it's custom cut foam for this box to fit my needs. Several different companies you can get to cut your foam, do custom foam from, whether it's through Amazon or just something like that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, today's video sponsor is Aura. You might have saw a news article not too long ago where 2.9 billion records were stolen from National Public Data. Might not have meant much to you if you don't know what National Public Data is. What National Public Data is they are the people that hold all of your personal data. Now, 2.9 billion records were stolen from National Public Data by hackers. That probably means that your information is somewhere out there on the line that's available to these data brokers. What data brokers do is they take your information and sell it to anybody that might want that. So people that might want to steal your identity and use it as their own, people that want to put you into debt without any responsibility. Data brokers that take this information, they sell it for their own profit, and they don't care what happens to you. Aura is the complete opposite of that. They do care what happens to you, and they are here to make sure that you stay protected online. It's a 24/7 online protection service. They've got parental control and all that stuff as well, but I want to talk to you about the online protection. They constantly search the internet for any of your information that might pop up and end up in the wrong hands and do you harm. Once they find it, they go ahead and notify you of it, and they pull your information back and make sure that it belongs solely to you and nobody else can get their grubby little mitts on it. Now, what Aura has done, since you're one of my viewers and they're sponsoring this video, is they've given you a 2-week free trial of full membership benefits. All you've got to do is go to aura.com/overalls, or you can use the link pinned in the description or pinned in the top of the comment section. That's aura.com/overalls, 2 weeks free trial, full membership benefits, and you can make sure that you are protected online. Back to the video. Alright, so you can see it's just four snap tops, comes open, and I've got pretty much everything that I would need, whether that be for a range day of class, when I'm running back and forth to classes. This is what I'm taking with me. Just keeps everything in one box. I can take it in and out of my car really easy, and I'm not having to, move a bunch of individual items. So I'll just kind of go over how I've got it broken down. Again, this is the Plano 108 quart tote. So I've got 2 rifles in here. So I store my 12.5 inch. This is just kind of obviously red dot flashlight sling. Plain Jane, you can call it a duty gun. This is just my short rifle. And then I've got the Otter Creek Labs Polonium K in here. So again, this is a 12.5 inch SBR, and you can get an idea of how it fits. There's a couple extra inches, but it's not enough to actually store it with the can on it. If it was to be a 10.3, you could store, I think you could probably squeeze in a 10.3 with a K-size can on there. So just got the 12.5 right there. That's from Lead and Steel. It's a Lead and Steel all-around carbine with a Lead and Steel Promethean LP1 red dot. This is the Otter Creek Labs Polonium K. Now going into detail on the rifles. So that's on one side. On the other side, I've got my 18 inch. This is my SPR, or my comp gun. So I've got it broken down into 2 pieces. I can pull it out, throw it together quick, fast, and in a hurry, and be good to go. So I've got that in there along with the bipod and then the rugged Alaskan 360. So second can, all of that just kind of sits on this side. In another section, it's an identical section to what the 12.5 inch is in, but obviously, with this being an 18 inch, I break it down into 2 sections, drop that piece in, and then this one goes in upside down. Keeps the optic protected. Bipod slides in, and the suppressor drops in right there next to it. In conjunction with the 2 rifles, I have got 8 30-round magazines, so I can carry a total of 240 rounds of 5.56. Obviously, I could configure this a little bit different, store more or less of one thing or the other, but keep 8 rounds. I keep both rifles unloaded, no magazines in. And then again, I keep 8 30 round mags, so 240 rounds, keep those topped off. Moving over from that, I've got 2 pistols. So here's my full size 4.5-inch PDP, and the pistols I do keep magazines in, but I keep the chamber empty, just how I prefer to run it. So there's 1 PDP, and then I've got a backup. So this is the PDP Pro SD. This is the 4-inch compact with threaded barrel. Again, I keep the magazine in it full, but I keep the chamber empty. And then I have got 4 extra PDP mags. So I've got 2 for the full size, and then I've got 2 for the Pro SD compact. So depending on which magazines I'm running, or which pistols I'm running, I can carry, you know, a little over 100 rounds of 9mm in this container. This is not all that I take with me. Obviously, I'm going to have some sort of tote or backpack with my soft goods, chest rigs, belt system, plate carrier if I'm running that. That's going to be in a separate compartment, and typically I will have all of those pouches filled up with mags as well, and then I just use these as a resupply. So we've got 2 rifles, we've got 8 30-round magazines, we've got 2 suppressors, got a bipod, got 2 pistols with 3 mags apiece, and then right here you can see this ammo can. I can pull that out, and I've got a compartment here if I wanted to drop, you know, store my Ear Pro or store extra ammo in the ammo can. But what I've opted to do is this is where I store my my 22 Ruger Mark IV. So this is from Silencer Shop. It's a chopped down Ruger Mark IV. I've got a Reardon device on the end of it, and then I'll run my Otter Creek Labs Polonium K when I want to do ninja stuff. So I've got that in there, along with the Coltac Wrangler holster. So this is a chest holster for 22 pistols, suppressed 22 pistols. Got a couple extra magazines in there. I keep those topped off. I keep the magazine in the gun, keep that one topped off as well. And then I've got a couple boxes of different types of 22 ammo. So I've got some subsonic, got some supersonic, but all ammo coming out of this. Chopped barrel is subsonic ammo, but if I wanted to go extremely slow, then I can shoot, you know, your standard subsonic ammo out of there. Now, obviously, this was not a super in-depth video, as I stated at the beginning of it, but I thought it was something that some of y'all might could use. This looks very much like a, you know, care package out of Call of Duty. It's kind of, every time I look at it, you know, that's what I think of. But I thought that some of y'all might could use this. It's a cheap option compared to a lot of them. It's a good way to store your stuff. You can store it all together. I can change out stuff, you know, depending on which rifle or which pistol, what exactly I'm doing that day. You know, I can kind of reconfigure it a little bit, move some stuff around, take different rifles or take different pistols, and then change up the amount of magazines that I'm taking to better suit me for that day and what I've got planned. But again, this just makes it really easy to store all your stuff together. So for those that don't know, I do help John Ruge, Weapon Snatcher. I help him at his classes, mainly just running his cameras. But I do take some rifles and some pistols depending on what we're doing in that class. And this makes a really good option for that kind of stuff, running back and forth to classes. I don't like to leave my stuff locked up in the car, you know, even in the driveway. That's just irresponsible. So instead of having to just kind of have everything piled back or take a bunch of things, I can have all of my weapons in here, magazines, and then I will have on a backpack with a belt system and, you know, my support bags, my shooting bags, and then, you know, I might have a tripod with me as well. But all the stuff that I really don't want to get stolen is in here, and I take it in, set it inside the house, next morning walk out, stick it in the car, take off. Once we get to the range, you know, I can just kind of pull it out, set it next to the car. Just makes it a really easy system. If you were planning on bugging out or anything like that, be a good option for that, and just keep everything that you need. I would probably reconfigure this a little bit. You know, you could run one rifle, one pistol, a bunch of magazines, and then have all of your extra gear, whether that be, you know, your food supply, maybe some water supply, your plate carrier, all that kind of stuff. You can store that on one side, break down the rifle. There's a lot of options that you can do, but this is just the 108 quart Plano storage bin, and you can see that it's not heavy. It's got wheels on it. It locks in. You do have some points to run lock on it if you want to lock it up, just for extra security. It's really easy, you know, pick up and move. You've got the wheels on it, makes it really, really convenient. And I thought that some of y'all might benefit from it, might want to try this out if you're looking for an option. Got to looking around, there wasn't too many videos on YouTube of things like this, so I figured I would go ahead and throw something out there in case you are one of the people that's looking for it. If you wouldn't mind, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll have that link down in the description of this video. And that'll just make sure that you stay up to date with everything that's going on. I'm also a photographer over there. That's kind of how I got started in this YouTube thing. We're flying up in subscriber count at the time of posting this video. I've had my channel up for less than a year, and we're about to hit 9,000 subscribers. So thank y'all for all of the support. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Truly, that means the world to me that y'all are willing to subscribe and follow along with what I'm doing, support me. Just means the world to me, so I appreciate that. I think that's about all I've got for this video. I appreciate you watching, and I will catch you on the next one.